System log flight 404. I'm speaking into the recorder just to hear a voice, any voice, even if it's mine. The aisle stretches out forever, like a tunnel in a bad dream. Step, drag, step, drag. My heels sink into the carpet. Everyone is gone. I mean, they're here, but they're gone. I look at the man in 4C, Mr. Henderson. His mouth is open, a fly could crawl right in. But there are no flies here. There is nothing here. Just the hum. That endless, vibrating hum. It's vibrating in my teeth. And the seatbelt sign is burning, a red hole in the dark. It hasn't blinked in hours. It's leaving a mark on the back of my eyelids, on the back of my mind. We're floating in nothing. We left the world behind. I look at the flight tracker. Map screen is blue, but the numbers are wrong. 14 hours. Fuel capacity is 12. Are we running on fumes? No, we are running on ghosts. I feel the panic rising up, like bile in my throat. Why are we still moving? I need to see the pilot. I need to wake up Miller. Walking to the front, the curtain feels like lead. I'm standing at the door. Listen. Knock, knock, knock. Nothing. Just the wind outside. Knock, knock. Miller. Touch the handle. It stings, it burns, cold, so cold. Ice is creeping up the metal, white frost on the steel. I try to turn it, lock frozen solid. We're not flying, are we? We're just waiting. Backing away from the ice. My fingers still burn from the cold. Turn around, face the cabin. Just rows of heads, like corn in a field at night. I need a voice. I need a complaint. I need someone to ask for water. Ask for anything. Mr. Henderson in 4C. He's a regular, gold medallion member. Always wants his gin and tonic. Sir? Mr. Henderson? He's sitting up straight, two straight eyes wide open, unblinking, like he's watching a movie, but the screen is dead. Plastic smiles in the dark, they don't move, they don't spark. Warm blood in the veins, but nobody's home. I'm walking through a graveyard, but I'm the only bone. I touch his shoulder, it's warm, sweaty, sticky. He breathes. Shh. Shh. But he doesn't look at me. He looks at the gray snow on the screen. Static. Just static. I look up, I look down the road. 5C, 6C, 7D. Every single screen. No movies, no maps. Just the snow. Buzzing, clicking, hissing. And it's moving. The static is breathing. Listen, it's pulsing with the engine, with my heart. They are watching the screens. The screens are watching them, and they are all in sync. Click. Curtain closed. Lock the latch. Safe. Safe in the galley, just the coffee pots, just the trash compactor, just me and the hum. I can still feel them. Those blue screens burning through the curtain, watching my back. I grab the handset, satellite link, call ground control, call anyone. Click, 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 come on, connect. Mayday, mayday, is anyone there? Nothing, not even static, just heavy silence, like the line is cut, or like there's no one left to call. I pull up the shade to see the stars, to see the moon, to see where we are, but the window is gray. That dead gray, no ground below, no sky above. We aren't flying, we're just stuck, painted on a wall. Is it fog? No, fog moves. Is it cloud? No, clouds of shape. This is nothing. Color 8080, infinite gray. We aren't moving, the engine is roaring, but we are standing still, suspended in the soup. Ding dong, the intercom. Who is on the mic? Miller is frozen. I am here, so who is speaking? The voice. It's not the captain. It's not a man. It's me. It's my voice coming from the ceiling. Turbulence ahead. Please return to your seat, Vera. We are just getting started. The voices everywhere, and the speakers, and the walls. I have to get out. I have to go down. Creak. The hatch gives way, a hole in the floor. Black throat, cold wind howling up. Smells like ozone and burning wire. A Slide down the ladder, 1 rung, 2 rungs. The cabin light fades away, swallowed by the belly. Clink, 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 flashlight on, click. Yellow beam cuts the dark, wires hanging like vines, hydraulics sighing. It's freezing down here, I can see my breath. Down in the gut, down in the wire, no plush seats here, just ice and fire. The heart of the beast is beating so slow, I'm crawling through the veins where the shadows grow. I walk past the luggage, walking past the pets, but there are no pets, just crates. Big wooden crates stacked to the ceiling. I wipe the dust off a label, thinking it's fragile, thinking it's priority. But it's a name, Henderson A. I check the next one, Miller J. I spin around, they go on forever. Every claim has a name, every soul upstairs is packed in a box down here. Inventory stock dead weight. I shine the light on the last one, the one in the corner, the one with the fresh paint. I don't wanna read it, I don't wanna look, but I know the name. It says Vera, and the lid is loose. Creak. Critic comes off. My hands are shaking. I don't look for a face, I don't look for hands, I just look inside and I see plastic. Black plastic shells, tangled ribbon guts. Not one, not two, a mountain of dust. They spill on the floor like a river of oil. Cassette tapes buried in the soil. Clack, clatter, clack. I pick one up, reading the date, January 4th. I check the next slate, January 5th, January 6th. My God, the timeline is fixed. Round and round the spindle goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. I'm just a ghost in a magnetic shell, spinning in circles, burning in hell. Rewind, play, erase, repeat. I dig through the pile, digging for the end, but it's a bottomless pit, it's a spiral, my friend. Years of flights, years of fear. Every scream I ever screamed is recorded right here. And there it is, the black box itself, red light blinking, sitting on the shelf. You're listening, aren't you? You've heard this all before. Am I the best take? Or just one more? I found a player buried in a stack. I take a tape from the bottom and I put it back. No, I have to know. Click, tunk, play. Get out of the cockpit! It's not real! It's not! That's me. me dying. Spore. Smap. I climb out of the hole, back into the cabin. The plane. The prone is stretched. The aisle goes on forever, like a tunnel with no end. I walk past row 40, row 80, row 100. The passengers are statues, frozen in their sleep. I can hear their breathing like the ocean, deep and slow. I'm the only thing moving in this gray tableau. They call it first class, but there is no curtain, just a gate of iron, cold and certain, that stands in the aisle like a prison door. What are they keeping in there? What are they waiting for? Clank, clank. I put my hand on the bars, the metal is freezing. It burns my skin through the gaps. I see a blue light. It's not a cockpit, it's not a sky. It's a laboratory, humming, buzzing, waiting to die. I grab the fire extinguisher. It drags on the carpet, heavy. I lift it up. I don't scream. I just swing. Dud. The lock twists. One more. Dud. Snap. The gate drifts open. I step inside. The floor is white tile. The air smells like ozone in there. Sitting in the pilot's chair is a man, captain. He turns the chair slowly. He has a uniform. He has a hat. But he has no face. Just smooth plastic. It doesn't have eyes. It doesn't have a mouth. Just smooth, yellow plastic. I reach out my hand. My fingers shake like a leaf. I touch the uniform, it's stiff starch and dust. I touch the hand, cold hard. And then I see the wires, thick black cables, burrowing into the back of its neck, like a leash, like a root system drilling down into the floor of the plane. He's not flying the plane is flying him. A puppet in the chair, a ghost in the trim. We are all just cargo on a flight to nowhere. There is no pilot, just silence and air. I step back. I hit the console. Click. The screens flare to life. Not radar, not maps, snaps, just lines of code running like rain. Green numbers falling over the cockpit pane, and then the plastic head snaps. Crack, crack. It turns to look at me with no eyes to see. It tilts its head like a bird, like a machine learning to be a bird. The jaw doesn't move, the plastic doesn't breathe, but a sound comes out of its chest. Speaker buried deep inside. It's the voice from the intercom. Shuffle, polite, dead. Good evening, Vera. We are experiencing technical difficulties. Simulation integrity. Critical. System reset. Imminent in 10, 9. No. Eight, 7. Six, 5, 4. The voice is counting down. The plane is screaming. Metal twisting, plastic melting. The floor is shaking so hard I can't stand. I have to get out. I have to get to the door. I run back down the aisle, but the aisle is wrong. The seats are flickering in and out. Solid wireframe, solid mist! The passengers aren't screaming. They are just fading, deleting, like files in a trash bin. Gone, gone, gone. The sky is cracking open, but there is no light inside. Just a grid of dead pixels where the stars used to hide. The illusion is breaking. The curtain falls down. We are falling forever without leaving the ground. 3, 2. I reach the emergency exit. The red handle. Lift, rotate, push. I grab it with both hands. The metal is hot. The plane is dissolving around me. If I don't open this now, I'll dissolve too. 1. I push the door open. I brace for the wind. I brace for the suction. I brace for the fall. But there is no wind. There is no suction. There is no sky. I look out and I see concrete, gray, wet concrete just 3 feet away. Scaffolding, wires. We aren't flying. We never were. We're underground. Clang, clang, clang. I climbed down a ladder. My feet hit the floor. Cold, hard, real. I look up at the machine. It doesn't look like a plane anymore. It looks like an egg, a white metal egg, held in the arms of a steel spider. I turn around, and the darkness stretches on. Row after row, spider after spider, egg after egg, red lights blinking in the gloom. Thrum, hundreds of them, thousands of passengers, sleeping in the air, dreaming of a flight that never arrives. Welcome to ground control, but the ground is empty too. No one is watching the screens, no one is guiding you. The pilots are all dead, the captains are all dust. We are just ghosts in the machine, running on rust. I walk into the glass booth, the air is stale, thick with gray snow. I touch a desk, my finger leaves a trail. Coffee cups with mold, papers yellow and curled. And there, in the chair, a man in a white coat, slumped over, bone dry. He's been dead for a long time. A green screen glows, flickering in the dark, a text scrolling by. Simulation cycle 9000, status, loop decay. Error, error, error. The date on the screen, it's not today. It's 50 years from now. They didn't trap us. They didn't forget us. They just died. And that's the machine running, spinning us in circles until the power runs out. There it is. The master breaker. It's not a button. It's a lever, heavy iron red. It's caked in 50 years of dust, just like the man in the chair. Vera, the speakers crackle. It's the intercom voice. But it's not coming from the plane, it's coming from the walls. Please return to your seat. The turbulence will pass. We have peanuts. We have movies. We have forever. I put my hand on the iron. The metal is cold. I am done serving ghosts, I say. I am done smiling at the static. I don't want your safe harbor. I don't want your forever. I just want to land. Attendant, Vera, wait. Compliance required. Outside is ash. Outside is silence. Stay in the light. Out at the dark, thousands of little green lights, thousands of heartbeats slow to a crawl. They think they are flying to Paris. They think they are flying home. They are warm. They are happy. If I pull this, I take that away. I crash the plane for everyone. I wake them up in a grave. But then I look at the skeleton in the chair. He was the guardian. He was the god of this world, and he died watching the screen, safe in his bunker, dead in his chair. The dream isn't keeping us alive, it's keeping us preserved, like butterflies in a glass case. We aren't passengers anymore. We are the Bentori. I resign. I'm done serving ghosts, I cry. I'm done smiling at the static. I don't want your Saga. I don't want your forever. I just want to land and grip the handle with both hands. The rest ablates into my skin. Do you hear that? It's not the engine. It's not the loop. It's a song. A real bird singing.